ask that you stay seated at all times, keeping arms and legs inside the vehicle.
Good.
That Frank, you know that, buddy. There is absolutely no smoking on the tour today. And be prepared for anything, folks, like loud noises, fire effects, sudden tram movements, and the possibility of getting wet. Which I We're now currently making our way into the front lot area where we do all of our filming inside of sound stages. We've got 35 different sound stages located in our front lot area, and we use these sound stages because sometimes you have to have a little bit more control over lighting and sound, and these stages give us that control. Filming inside of these sound stages is the 1920s for television shows, movies, music videos, as well as commercials. As a matter of fact, I've got a clip from a movie that filmed inside of our sound stage 20 back in the 1930s. Recognize this film.
I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Warren.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon. Bella.
Yes?
Have a bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
That was great.
Well, as you can see, that's not actually a movie from the 40s. That was just Jimmy Fallon hanging out in our stage 20. But if you look at this clip, you can kind of get an idea of how large it is inside of some of our sound stages, especially our sound stage 20. But speaking of large, coming up on our left, we're going to drive by one of the world's largest sound stages, and it's our stage 12. Inside of this sound stage, we built sets for movies like Couples Retreat starring Vince Vaughn, as well as Pumping Thunder starring Ben Stiller. And this is also the sound stage where we're going to be filming the show The Voice. And here's a few more examples of us using our stage 12. We're now officially in our front lot area where we've done filming for movies like Unstoppable starring Denzel Washington, as well as Cowboys and Aliens, a movie starring Harrison Ford and James Craig. But coming up here on our left, we're going to drive by some of our busiest sound stages. These are stages 25, 24, 23, and 22. They're all busy because this is where we film CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. So what we're driving by are what we like to call closed sets, and this means only cast and invited guests are allowed access. However, next time you come to Universal Studios Hollywood, check out our VIP experience, where you'll have the opportunity to walk around on sets that have been used for filming. Now on our right, this is our oldest sound stage on our lot. This is stage 28, which was built in 1925 to house the Paris Opera House from Phantom of the Opera starring Mr. Lon Chaney. We believe Lon Chaney is still inside of this sound stage, haunting it from the catwalks above. So if you ever go inside of the sound stage and hear some creepy things going on overhead, don't worry about it. It's just a dead guy. And also Britney Spears did some filming in there when she was making her music video Toxic. Now on our left, we get a chance to see stage 27. This is where we did a lot of filming for Disney's new Muppets movie called The Muppets. We also did filming in there for the 7th season of Beats, which airs on Showtime. And for all of our Michael Jackson fans out there, the music video Remember the Time did filming inside of this soundstage as well. But we're going to drive by some of our television sound stages right now, so I'm going to take this time to talk a little bit about television. Our television history goes back about 72 years to the 1939 New York World's Fair, marking our first television broadcast. Since then, we've had hit shows like The Cosby Show, Cheers, My Name is Earl, The Office, Seinfeld, and that's just to name a few. And here at NBC Universal, we don't just own NBC NBC. We also have channels like the E! Channel, the Sci-Fi Channel, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, the Golf Channel, CNBC, SNBC, the Weather Channel, Oxygen, and Versus. Now, as we drive by some of our television sound stages, I will point one of them out to you. It's stage 44 coming up on our right, and inside of the sound stage, we do a lot of filming for the show Parenthood. And now coming up here on our left, we're going to get a chance to see some of our production bungalows. These are tiny houses where our writers, directors, and producers like to hang out. They hang out in these bungalows where they're working deals with the different studios whose offices are located here in these bungalows. These bungalows are home to such top production offices as Illumination Entertainment, who made the hit movies For Us, Despicable Me, as well as Hop. But make sure you check out their new movie coming out in March of next year called The Lorax.
Do you happen to know if there's any place where I could get a real tree?
Did you chop down this tree?
I think he did it.
So who invited the giant furry peanut?
You wouldn't hit a woman. That's a woman?
We're going to leave our front lot area behind and head over into the back lot area where the world is literally just around the corner. We shoot all the big stuff out here on exterior sets as we've built to a very large scale. On June 1st of 2008, 4 acres of our historic backlot area burned to the ground due to a devastating fire. Now, we knew all along we'd have to rebuild this area, and we did so immediately. Now, based on decades of experience from some of the top filmmakers in the industry, we assembled an award-winning team to create a new and improved backlot location. And this is our newly rebuilt metropolitan area. Our former Metro sets can be seen in television shows like House as well as 24. Can also be seen in movies like Spider-Man 2, Changeling starring Angelina Jolie, as well as Michael Bay's Transformers. While we're on the subject of Transformers, make sure you come back in the spring of next year so you can ride Transformers 3D. But on our right, we'll see our Brownstone Street, which can be seen in Bruce Almighty starring Jim Carrey.
Grace, the dog!
I'm in the shower.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great.
B-E-A-beautiful.
And that dog really had to be a good boy if he was going to hold it in as long as they wanted him to, because the scenes that happen indoors actually happened weeks before the scenes that happened on our Brownstone Street. And I don't know anyone or anything that can hold it in for that long. We're entering into our Courthouse Square area. Some of you might recognize it as the City of Hill Valley in our Back to the Future movies, and some of you might know it as the City of Grandview from Ghost Whisperers starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. The buildings we've been checking out are what we like to call facades, and this means fake fronts. Now, we build the front and sides of buildings, and then we allow you to use your imagination to fill in the rest. So what might look like brick or stone over here is actually just foam, rubber, and fiberglass, one of our illusions here at Universal. So after the fire, we were able to save our Brownstone Street as well as most of our Courthouse Square area. Now we're going to drive down our New York Street. Our New York Street's buildings are built to be about 50 feet tall. We did that so that when the cameras built, tall as the ones in New York City or whatever metropolitan area we like to be in at that time. Now, these metro sets could be seen in a couple of superhero movies. One came out not too long ago. It's a Captain America movie called Captain America: The First Avenger. The other one's a Spider-Man movie coming out in the summer of next year called The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, we've also filmed a couple of television shows here in this area. We did some filming here for How I Met Your Mother, which airs on CBS, as well as a television show, Chuck, which airs on NBC. But not too long ago, Jimmy Fallon got a chance to walk down the streets of New York.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Oh, it's got mugged over there by an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City.
Hey, I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Well, the creative design of our newly rebuilt metropolitan area was actually supervised by director Steven Spielberg, and his offices are located here at Universal because this is basically where he got his start. But Steven Spielberg is one of many directors we've collaborated with over the years here at Universal. Another director that we've worked with is Academy Award-winning director Peter Jackson.